Hi everyone, I'm Adrienne Everheart, your dating and relationship coach, and today I'm going to talk about the next best thing to having a time machine in your relationship. Now, we've all done it. We've said things, we've done things. We wish we could go back to the way things were before this thing happened. So this kind of happens on two levels. So often clients come to me and they're actually in love with the man that they fell in love with in the first 3 to 6 months of the relationship. The man that's showing up currently, however, that's a different situation. He isn't making you feel so great anymore. And so what I always get my clients to do is think about how you felt within the first 3 to 6 months of the relationship. How you felt. What was the man doing? Okay, what were his actions? Not so much his words, but his actions. Now, jump forward to present day. What's happening now? What is really going on now? Now, it's been said, until you see the worst in someone, you don't really know them. So maybe you are finally really getting to know your partner, or perhaps even getting to know yourself. Now, if you are a normal person, usually when you experience some sort of trauma or chaos or argument, it brings out the worst in you too. So here's the best way that you can kind of have your own little bit of a time machine and go back in time and correct a situation, no matter what's happened in the relationship, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is just focus on what is really happening, and get that clarity. It's not that I want you to dwell on what's happening, but I want you to just get the clarity of, like, this is really what this guy's doing. He's not calling me, and when he does call me, he berates me. Or this is what he really is doing. He's just not showing up anymore. He just doesn't care. He's not even saying I love you anymore. Get real about it, because the guy he was in the first 3 to 6 months is temporarily gone. Okay? So now that you can get into reality about what's really happening, this is where I want you to examine the relationship. And if there is anything that you've done or said that's wrong, you may have a really long list, but I just want you to focus and kind of spend some time meditating on, where do you think things really went wrong? Where do you really feel like you experienced that shift in him? Because there's always something that we either do or say with a man that brings about a change. It's not your fault. You are in the perfect place at the perfect time, saying the perfect thing, but often we have what I call non-productive behavior. So this is your opportunity to go to the man and say, you know, I felt blank when I said blank. I felt unhealthy. I felt mean-spirited. I felt unlike myself when I did blank, and I wanted to apologize. And that's just your best way to temporarily create a time machine. This does not need to be a lecture or a really long conversation, or one of those situations where you're like, hey baby, we need to talk. It doesn't need to be like that. You want it to be very short, very succinct. A man will understand you in a shorter sentence. Plus, he'll feel like, oh my God, I just didn't walk into a tar pit here, and I'm going to be stuck for hours hearing about this. So you're very short, very to the point, and then just see what happens. Give it to him. Let him do with it whatever he wants to do. This is where you really have to see, what can the man do? You can't force him, of course, you know that, but just see what he can do. Now, if you want to learn more ways to talk to a man and really improve your relationship, strengthen the bond, grow something new, one of the best things I can suggest to you is an ebook I have called 500 Ways to Talk to a Man. This is my top selling item because it's a book, but it's really more of a guide. You can keep it on your smartphone. All you have to do is hit the little search icon, find the word you're looking for, the topic you're looking for, and it will show you all the times I reference those words. And it also teaches you how to script for yourself as well, so you can put whatever happening to you into that moment and personalize it. All right, thank you so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. I hope you have taken a second to subscribe, and also please do give me a thumbs up if you like my video and you want to hear more. Talk to you soon, ladies. Much love. Bye-bye.